get this up here. Sunan Abu Dawud 243. Aisha said, when the messenger of Allah intended to take a bath because of sexual defilement. This is raising so many questions already.
And he was defiled by Diyal Kalbi.
What was he defiled by?
The men of all Zut.
by 30 Zut, man.
Okay. So he intended to take a bath because of sexual defilement. He would begin with his hands and wash them. Wash what? Then he would wash the joints of his limbs, probably his
knees,
and pour water upon him.
And knees is great.
When he cleansed both his hands, he would rub them on the wall. In parentheses, it says to make them perfectly clean with the dust. Then he would perform ablution and pour water over his head. Huh.
Mm.
So you mean? So what you're saying is huh?
So here's the picture for you. Here's the picture for you. So Muhammad discovers that he had some leakage. Let's just say he takes his hands and he wipes the leakage off, and then he rubs his hand on the wall. Mm-hmm. And if you go to the next hadith, number 244. You'll see that this became a tourist attraction for later Muslims.
Narrated Aisha, if you want, I can certainly show you the marks of the hand of the Messenger of Allah on the wall where he took a bath because of sexual defilement.
Oh my gosh.
In other words, he wiped it. He wiped the semen off his hands. He wetted his hands with the semen, wiped it on the wall. And then it's a tourist attraction. They got a little museum exhibit. Look at Muhammad's semen that he spread across the wall in this room.
But this is daif though. It says daif, so it's not.
Yeah, because they don't
right?
like the tourist attraction, right? So it's Sahih. It's Sahih that he wiped his hands on the wall after defiling himself sexually.
Yeah, that's
but
Sahih.
That people went and looked at it later. That part's daif.
That part's a bit unbelievable.
Yeah,
that's a stretch.
Right.
So we know for sure. We know for sure he was wiping his hands on this wall, but we don't know for sure if people were coming to look at it later.
No, right. It's a stretch because Aisha would have obviously scraped it off.
Right, exactly.
Scraping it off the wall.
She is the scrape master.
So we saw evidence from authentic hadith that Muhammad wouldn't need to use the wall to wipe the semen on the walls, right? Aisha would get to it first. So I see why that hadith is daif, but it's good for educational purposes, just for you, so you guys can know about it, all right? But it's daif, okay?
Yeah, that